Have you ever woken up thinking about someone and couldn't shake them all day? You replay conversations, wonder if they're thinking of you too, maybe even check their socials just to feel close. Here's the unsettling truth. It's almost never about them. Science shows your brain isn't haunted by their presence. It is trapped in a loop of your own unmet needs, emotional patterns, and subconscious programming. And the craziest part, the more you believe they're thinking of you, the more you feed a psychological illusion that keeps you stuck. So why does this person live rent-free in your mind? And are they even aware of it? Let's uncover what your obsession is, really trying to tell you. We've all been there. That ex who ghosted you, the friend who drifted away, or maybe someone you barely know, but somehow they occupy mental real estate like they own it. You tell yourself, if they just knew how I felt. Or maybe they're missing me too. But here is what no one tells you. Your brain doesn't keep someone on repeat because they re-special. It keeps them there because something about them triggered an unresolved emotional circuit. Psychologists call this cognitive entanglement. It's not love, it's not fate. It's your nervous system trying to solve an emotional equation it never finished. Think about it. Why do we obsess over people who hurt us more than those who loved us well? Because pain creates neural urgency. Your brain treats emotional incompleteness like a fire alarm. It wants to shut off until you can resolve it. But here's the trap. You try to resolve it by imagining their thoughts, rereading old texts, or waiting for a sign, when the real resolution lies within you. And until you see the hidden mechanics behind this loop, you'll keep giving your power away to someone who might not even remember your name. So what's really happening in your brain? Let's break it down. First, the Zeigarnik effect. Back in the 1920s, psychologist Bluma Zeigarnik discovered that people remember unfinished tasks far better than completed ones. Your brain treats unresolved relationships the same way. It clings to them like an open browser tab you can close. That text you never sent, the conversation that ended abruptly. Your mind replays it endlessly, searching for closure that only you can provide. Second, dopamine-driven fantasy loops. Every time you imagine that person reaching out, your brain releases a tiny hit of dopamine, the hope chemical. It feels like anticipation, but it's actually addiction. You not missing them. You re-addicted to the version of them your mind constructed. And the more you feed that fantasy, the more real it feels, even if it's pure fiction. Third, emotional mirroring and projection. Here's a dark twist. When you assume someone is thinking about you, you're often projecting your own thoughts onto them. Your subconscious says, I can't stop thinking about them, so they must be thinking about me. It is a psychological shortcut that tricks you into feeling connected, when you're actually alone in the loop. And then there's attachment wiring. If you grew up with inconsistent love, parents who were hot and cold, friends who disappeared, your brain learned to hyper-focus on people who feel unavailable. Why? Because your nervous system equates uncertainty with importance. So the less someone gives you, the more your brain obsesses, trying to finally win the safety it never got. This isn't weakness, it's wiring. But wiring can be rewired. Now the darkest truth. The person you can't stop thinking about, they're probably not thinking about you at all. And that's not meant to hurt you, it's meant to free you. Studies using fMRI scans show that when we obsess over someone, activity spikes in brain regions tied to self-referential thought, not empathy or connection. In other words, you're not tuning into their mind, you're lost in your own narrative. Even more unsettling? Some people want you stuck in this loop. Dark triad personalities, those high in narcissism, Machiavellianism, or manipulation, often leave relationships deliberately unresolved. Why? Because they know an open loop keeps you emotionally tethered. You become a source of narcissistic supply, without them lifting a finger. So your love might actually be a carefully maintained psychological leash. And the ultimate irony, the more you wonder, do they think about me? The more you hand them control, while they move on, untouched. Your obsession isn't proof of their significance, It's proof of your unhealed longing. So how do you break free? Step 1. Name the need. Ask yourself, what am I really craving? Safety, validation, closure. The person is just the symbol, not the solution. Step 2. Close the loop yourself. Write a letter you'll never send. Say everything you need to say and then burn it. Your brain needs ritual to mark completion. Step 3. Redirect the energy. Every time they pop into your mind, immediately shift focus to a goal, a creative project, or someone who is present. Rewire the neural pathway. This isn't about forgetting them, it's about reclaiming your mind. Because here it's the liberating truth. You don't need their thoughts to validate your worth. Your mind is sacred space. Don't let ghosts rent it. So ask yourself now, who have I been giving my mental energy to? Who doesn't even know I exist? If this hit home, drop a question in the comments. I'm reclaiming my mind. And if you know someone trapped in this loop, share this video. Because the most powerful act of self-love is evicting the tenants who never paid rent.